I wish I had better news for you all this morning, but right now there's true devastation coming out of central Texas after the Guadalupe River rose more than 20 feet in just a matter of hours, surprising everyone and causing dangerous flash flooding in the region. Here's what we know right now. At least 24 people are dead. Up to 25 people are missing after flash floods along the Guadalupe River caused by torrential rainfall yesterday. Many of those missing, well, they're young girls at a local summer camp, Camp Mystic. It's a Christian local summer camp. A number of young girls have been evacuated and rescued, but over 20 are still missing at this hour. The river rose 26 feet, folks, in just 1 hour. Put that into perspective, 26 feet in 1 hour. They didn't have time to really get out of the way at all. And local authorities are now blaming weather forecasters for not accurately predicting the water rise and the torrential rainfall that struck. But this is a 1 in 100 year event. I mean, this is not a normal rainfall event. And to blame local forecasters isn't necessarily right, especially given the recent cuts to funding for local weather stations, for NOAA, for the National Hurricane Center, et cetera, from the Trump administration. It begs the question, did those cuts impact forecasting here? We don't know, and I don't want to speculate, but local authorities are placing some blame on local forecasting. Flooding has swept away mobile homes, vehicles, and holiday cabins during the July 4th weekend celebration. Right now, 237 people have been evacuated or rescued, including 167 people by helicopters. A state of emergency has been declared in several counties across central Texas. Donald Trump said, quote, "We'll take care of them," pledging federal support. And Kerr County officials, like I said, are shocked, citing no prior indication that this disaster would occur on this scale. Many of the local officials are placing blame on the weather prediction outlets. Now, before I continue, please consider supporting my work by subscribing to my Substack, clicking the button below, or sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. I'll be providing you updates on this all day. In non Texas news, faith leaders across the spectrum, Jewish leaders, Catholic leaders, are condemning Donald Trump's budget bill. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, joined by other Christian and Jewish leaders, criticized Trump's $1 trillion tax and spending package for its, quote, unconscionable cuts to Medicaid, to food aid, rolling back environmental protections, while funding immigration detention and deportation efforts. Despite strong opposition, the bill did pass and Donald Trump signed it into law. We're now learning about the Old Glory Club, a nationwide far-right, men-only fraternal network with at least 26 chapters in 20 U.S. states, including members from the military, legal, and civil service sectors. It promotes anti-Semitic and extremist ideologies through podcasts, conferences, and online content. Experts are now warning that OGC represents a new wave of extremist organizing that builds offline social networks first to lower the barrier to far-right participation. The group was originally formed in 2022, incorporated in 2023, and has grown since Trump's political resurgence. Vicky Pebsworth, a longtime vaccine skeptic who believes vaccines caused her son's autism, has been appointed to the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, alongside 7 other handpicked by RFK Jr. RFK Jr. previously ousted all 17 other ACIP members back in June, replacing them with ideological people who support RFK's vision, essentially. Donald Trump is signaling that a deal for TikTok is in progress, saying that, quote, there is a pretty much deal in place. He will begin talking to China and possibly with President Xi himself on Monday or on Tuesday. Remember the Honduran family, including the 6-year-old boy with leukemia that was arrested by ICE officials? Well, they have been released after after they filed the first child-led lawsuit against immigration arrests at courthouses under the Trump era policy. Transneft executive has died. Andrei Badalov, a 62-year-old vice president of Russia's state-owned pipeline giant Transneft, was found dead mysteriously after falling from his luxury high-rise apartment in Moscow. All of these executives just mysteriously die in Moscow. Let's talk about Russia and Ukraine because there's a lot of news to cover. Right now, all external power lines to the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant are down for 3.5 hours due to suspected Russian shelling. Massive attacks on Kiev continue. Over 550 drones and missiles were launched at Kiev in one of the largest attacks since the start of the war. Right now, Germany is pledging more support for Ukraine. Trump and Zelensky spoke. Trump expressed frustration with Vladimir Putin, saying, quote, "I don't think he's there," and acknowledged that Ukraine would need systems like Patriot missiles due to ongoing attacks. That's all the news right now. I'll be back this evening with more, so stay tuned, subscribe to support, and I'll see you this evening.